So is it mostly, are you business-wise based in Australia now, or more England?
I'm in London. My home is in London, right. I suppose, yeah.
Do you like it over there?
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, we have a great little life, you know. Yeah. London's still the global capital of comedy, you know. It really is.
For your career, absolutely.
Yeah. And it suits me. I don't know what I'd do in Australia. You can't tour. My main thing, I'm dabbling in all sorts of stuff. My main thing is being a live performer, and in the UK you can just go theatre, and make a proper living, and then pop home to London the same night, and the next morning have a meeting at the BBC about a TV show that they could possibly make. Whereas here, you do a couple of gigs, that's it for the year. You get one meeting at the ABC, and they go, "We don't have any money, but we love you," and you know, and it's a terrible. I don't want that to be the case.
But it's the case.
And of course, there are amazing exceptions, like Chris Lilly. There are people doing it, and maybe I don't have the fortitude, or maybe it will happen for me here later when I want to come back with.
But it is a small market, isn't it? I mean, you can only do Tamworth RSL so many.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Before I start throwing glasses.
What is your
aliens?
Aliens, yeah. What is your take on that? Like lately, they've been doing all these habitable zone explorations and finding planets that could be Earth-like. And what's the hypothesis? Sorry, I'm just getting a tissue. What's the hypothesis? Who's the dude who said that if there's a planet, we should get this light reading off it, because if there's a society that is well beyond ours, they would have built solar panels around their planet, and it should look like this on our readings. Well, I don't know that one, but
this is me listening to the Skeptic's Guide. I don't understand most of what they're saying, but
what's your take on it? Do you think that do you think there's a chance that the universe is just full of all sorts of life, and that the sort of thing that happened on Earth is probably the sort of thing that scientifically would happen kind of anywhere with the same sort of conditions? What's your gut feeling on it?
Well, mathematically, my position has always been, and it might be a little naive, that mathematically, if the universe, and especially if it's a multiverse, is as close to infinitely big as we can conceive, then mathematically the likelihood of this having happened almost infinite times is extremely high. But you know, that's the math. The fact is, you could have the chances of this happening might be 1 in infinity.
That's right.
So we don't know. I put it this way: the chance of there being intelligent alien life are, for me, infinitely higher than the chance of there being a creator God.
Yeah.
Unless the aliens are the creator God.
Well, that's true
too. I don't
too.
think so, but still, that's all more likely.
Do you look forward to something happening in that? Or do you kind of keep your eyes and ears open?
Are you a stargazer?
No, I'm not.
Lie awake at night.
Robbie Williams.
Save me, aliens!
Come on, aliens!
Hate me for this world. I'm sick of being a nerd in a rock star world. Take me away.
I think it's funny in a way, because it would certainly change our perspective. Like once they went, oh my God, even if there's some fungus growing on another planet, it would certainly change a lot of people's perspective, I think, and that's probably what I'm thinking.
I'd love to think it did. I think we're so hardwired to think that the universe revolves around us that I don't think Galileo, Copernicus and all the big guys put together have ever even chipped away at the human desire to feel like the universe revolves around them.
Which of course it does.
It does,
we're the best primates in the world.
But not only that, like I was saying earlier, you can only look outwards from your tiny mind. I mean, it doesn't matter what you conceive of and how much time you spend thinking about the stars and how small you are. You wake up in the morning, and when the taxi splashes you wonder why the taxi splashed you. There's only one way to look at the world. I don't believe anyone who claims not to be a solipsist.
But I think it's changed. I would suggest it could be changing a bit with the whole networked world, that people are starting to have to basically surrender their individuality in a sea of this massive population of people. Like you get on...
I totally know what you mean.
You get on YouTube, Twitter, you could have 1,000 people following you, or 20,000, but you haven't got 100,000.
Yeah. I don't think it comes down to semantics, really. I mean, the question of altruism is really interesting, and how that's changing because of information and our access to, mostly historically, if we see a bit of grainy footage of a whole lot of Iranian women going, we don't get it, we don't understand, they're grieving, they're different from us, we don't feel the emotional pull we feel when we see the bushfires. Not even close. However, tsunami was an absolute almost sea change, so to speak, in our altruistic behaviour. You know,
that in a song.
A wave of altruism. I mean, we gave at an unprecedented level to people who are not in our group. And that's really interesting. So we're behaving more as if we understand that other people matter and all that. However, altruism is always a selfish act, because you go, I feel better now, you know.
That's right.
That's beside the point. It's still good to give. Just because it makes you feel better doesn't mean it's not better than not.
Yeah, sure.
You can make yourself feel better by giving your money away, or you can make yourself feel better by getting a whole lot of teenage whores to sniff cocaine off your bum. You know, just because they're both selfish acts, but one of them's a better selfish act than the other.
Which one?
This we're going to have to tune in next time when we've
True.
done the double-blind experiment
That's right.
on whether altruism or crack whores are better for making you feel good about yourself.
Well, Tim, it's been really good to have you
Thank
here.
you for sitting out by the pool.
It's
There's
glorious.
A pool here.
It's a glorious
You will
place.
never understand how cool we are.
Oh, the lifestyle that he's leading is just phenomenal.
Snot, babies, it's great.
We'll see you next time.
I look forward to
all
that.
the best for the rest of the tour.
Okay, bye.